For today's topic on Myth Busting Mondays, we're talking about launch angles in the cage and how they correlate to launch angles out on the field. And if you think a line drive to the back of the cage is where you need to be hitting to make sure it gets out of the infield, you're wrong. Okay, so what we're showing here is what an everyday hitter is usually trying to do. Hit line drive to the back of the cage. And those look pretty good in this 60-foot cage. Even a hard hit ground ball looks decent in here. And some people might even think that might be a fly ball or even a pop out. But I think we all agree that type of hit looks good in these cages. That's a good hit.
81?
81. He fields it like it's nothing. It's not high enough. A simple change in launch angle means all the difference in the world to doubling the gap.
81.
Unreal. Second baseman.
71.
71. It went way out of the infield. Just better angle. This ball right here was hit 82 miles an hour at a 33-degree launch angle. Look at the result.
No!
What do you think of these? Look terrible in a cage at first glance. What do you think now?
In these series of swings, we wanted to show that even on soft toss on a field, that the best hits coming off the bat would be hitting the top of the cage.
$72 ain't nothing. How hard was that hit?
75.
That was nothing. Okay, so when we got back from the field, we were able to find out what launch angles that we were hitting outside. It was 4 degrees, 8 degrees, 15, 17, and 33 degrees. So I put some of those plots up here on our cage here. And so the same hits outside that we know weren't performing well. 2 hoppers to the shortstop. I mean, easily fieldable, hitting the ball 70, 75, even 80 plus miles an hour for your average high school level athlete. Those are pretty good exit speed numbers that we see consistently across the country. But that same hit from the elevated ball above the plate, hitting it at 4 degrees looks real good in a cage. Looks really, really good. But that's, unless it finds a gap and you get lucky, that's going to be fielded, okay? And to rely on the defense trying to make an error, that's fine if that's what you want to do, but defenses are in the, 97, 98, even 99 percentile, of defensive fielding percentage. So they're not going to make as many errors as what we hope, unless, of course, you're hitting it maybe harder at them. But 75, 80 miles an hour that we were hitting outside, easily fieldable for them. even at 8 degrees, which does sound better. A lot of these look like they're going right to the back of the cage, hitting the back of the net, right in line with the middle. It's not too tall for pop-up, not too low for a ground ball. That's what it looks like to the naked eye. But in actuality, on a field, it translates into ground balls. But you start getting higher into the 17 degree, 15, 17, 20 degree launch angles, even hitting the ball only 70, 75, 80, somewhere in there for high school players. Those were the balls that were clearly getting out of the infield. And seeing them in person, I mean, those were good hits. Those were the doubles in the gap, maybe a lot of your singles if you're hitting them right at a center fielder or left or right fielder. But they weren't hard enough to go to the wall in the air, but they were definitely good quality line drives. Then at the same speed, this one jumped up to about 83 miles an hour on exit speed, 82, 83. But just so still within our range of 80 mile an hour exit speed, just hitting at 33 degrees on the field was a clear-cut home run. Yes, it was pulled, okay, so it wasn't dead center, but that ball traveled over 330 feet. That's a home run or wall scraping at least for most of your high school and even college size fields. So guys, understand launch angles, understand what they mean to you in your cage work, and don't get caught up in the cage lying to you, okay? That if you're hitting it to the back of the net, that doesn't always mean it's a line drive. Thanks.